Hey, good morning, everybody. Today, what we're focusing on, if you remember with scatter plots, they were kind of like groups of numbers, and sometimes if they were all kind of in the same general shape or vicinity, you either had a positive correlation or a negative correlation. Okay, we're going to continue with data in groups of numbers, and what these are. Now, you've done a little bit of this before. Okay, we're just going to kind of take it a step further. Okay, these are measures of central tendency, and this specifically is from frequency tables. All right. Okay. So what we're talking about when we say central tendency, okay, there's things that we look for, and you've done some of this before. Okay, that means a mean, which is basically an average, a median, which if you guys remember is the exact middle number, the mode, and what is the mode? The number that occurs most. Lastly is the range. And all the range is the largest number minus the smallest number. Okay? All right. So let's dig into this, okay? First of all, we're going to be taking these from frequency tables. And frequency tables basically just means how often something happens, okay? And these are data that have some kind of um, a measure, okay? So like for this one, for example, okay, length of book titles, okay? So book titles that have one word as their title, and this is just a random group. Four of those had one. Two words, eight of them. Three words, one of them. Four words, and so on and so forth. Okay, what we're finding first, we're going to find the mean. Okay, so in order to find the mean, we're going to add all of these together. However, we have to be careful. Okay, because this one doesn't just mean one. What does this one mean? How many ones are there? There are four ones. Okay, so basically what that means is one plus one plus one plus one. Now, how many of the twos are there? There are eight of the twos, okay? So we're going to add all of those together. So plus two, 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 plus two. Okay, we can also do how many three words? Well, there's only one. How many four words? There's two, so four plus four. And then lastly, there is one six word, okay? Now, we can add all of these up, okay? And when we add all of those up, okay, you may use calculators today, by the way, because you're going to use it to find the means. Okay, so four. Okay, I got 37 is my total. Okay, now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this and I'm going to divide it by how many numbers I had. Well, how many numbers were there? Okay, well, there were four ones, there were eight twos, there was one three. So how many total did I have? 4 plus 8 is 12, plus 1 is 13, plus 2 is 15, plus 1 is 16. So we're going to divide 37 by 16. And when we do that, we get about 2.3. So our mean is about, when you guys have a number that goes on past the to tenth place, just round it to the nearest 10. So about 2.3. Okay. Now let's take a look at the median. And if you remember, the median is the exact middle number. Okay. Now, what we're going to do in order to find the median is we got to put these in order. Well, these happen to be in order. Okay. So we have a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. And then how many twos? Eight twos. One three, two fours, and a 6. Okay? Now, if you guys remember, when we find median, this is median, by the way. When we find the median, we start crossing them out from the outside in. Okay? So let's go ahead and start doing that. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. No matter what, when we get to a number that has two numbers, okay, and then when if we cross them both out, there'd be nothing left. When we come across two numbers, we add them, and then we divide by 2. And if we add 2 plus 2, we get 4 divided by 2. So yes, the median is just going to be 2. Now, a little word of advice: when I got to here and to here, all I had left on the middle were 2's. Okay, so we know that that's going to be a 2, right? All right, so our median is 2. Okay. Basically, I know you guys already know for the most part how to do mean, median, and mode. This might be a little bit of a refresher course for you, but the biggest thing is taking this information from a frequency table. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the mode. Okay. Well, the mode's pretty simple. All you have to do is look at your numbers. Okay. Which one of these occurs most? I have 4 1s. I have 8 2s. I have 1 3, 2 4s, and 1 6. Well, which one had the most? The 2s. Okay. So because there were 8 of those, right? So my mode is just 2. Okay, and that's pretty simple to identify. Now, sometimes you have more than one mode. Let's say that I happen to have 8 6-word book titles. Then there would be 2 modes. I would write 2 and 6. Okay, you can have more than one mode as long as they're the same amount of the most. Does that make sense? Okay, and then the last thing we're going to find is the range. And if you remember, the range, I take the largest amount, which is what? 6, and I subtract it from the smallest amount. I mean, subtract the smallest amount. So from 6 words to 1 word, what is that going to be? That's going to be 5. All right. So we were able to find those 4 measures of central tendency from this frequency table. Okay. Let's try another one. And I want you guys to pause the video and find the mean, median, mode, and range of this group of data. Here we go. Goals in a hockey game. I know Ryan Mitchell will love this one, and I know Mitchell Miller will love this one. Some of you hockey guys will love this. Trying to think of who else. Oh, Charlie will love this one. Anyways, whatever. Goals in a hockey game. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. You guys go ahead. Pause the video and see if you can get it done. All right, so as we go through this, we're finding the mean. So we have 3 goals in a game. We had that happen twice. So 3 plus 3. How many times did 4 happen? Once. 5 happened 3 times. 6 happened 4 times. 7 happened 3 times. 9 happened twice. When do I know 8's? Oops, and I write an 8. And 10 happened once. Okay, so let's add all these up so we can find the mean here. Okay, and you guys do that on your end, and I'll do it on my end. I got a total of 98. And how many numbers am I talking about here? Well, I got 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 2 is 15, plus 1. So I'm going to divide 98 by 16, and I get about 6.1. Okay, so the mean for the most goals in a hockey game is about 6.1. Okay, all right, let's take a look at the median. Okay, so we got to take all these. All right, and I mean, we've already got these in order up here, so you can write them again if you want to, or I can just use what I've already got here. I'm just going to use this. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. No matter what, all that's left are sixes. What does that tell me? That the median is going to have to be a 6. Okay? All right, now let's take a look at the mode. Well, look at these numbers. Which amount of goals occurred the most often? Looks to me like it was probably 6 goals in a game because that happened how many times? 4 times. So that's going to be a 6. Now let's find the range. And again, to find the range, take the largest and subtract the smallest. Well, the largest is 10, right? 10 goals. The smallest was 3. What's the range? 7. Okay. Hopefully you got all those correct, guys. Really, it's simple. I mean, all you're doing is you're taking the information that you're given in a table and you're finding the 4 measures of central tendency. Okay. Again, watch this as many times as you need to. You can rewatch it again and again, and um, I'll have your assignment for you on Thursday. Guys, have a great rest of your Wednesday. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon.